we have Representative Jasmine Crockett of Texas discussing, or actually clapping back at Stephen A. Smith for his comments. So she recently appeared on the Shade Room, I believe, and this is what she had to say regarding Stephen A. Smith's comments about the way she addresses the other party, right? The other political party. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. Shout out to everybody watch us on the playback. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section as well. Here we go.
Stephen A. Smith has some comments about you and the way that you conducted yourself towards Trump and different things like that. But he has, since then, he has apologized since the backlash he's received. First of all, how did you feel when you heard those comments from Stephen A. Smith? And secondly, did you accept his apology?
Yeah, so when I first heard the comments, I was disappointed. I'm going to be perfectly honest. And I've never met Stephen A. We've never had a conversation a day in our lives. I was disappointed simply because it was a Black man. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Like, in the work that I do, I anticipate that there's tons of racists or just tons of people that are on the other side from me that will be critical and not focus on the substance of what it is that I'm doing, not focus on the legislation, not focus on the money that I bring in, not focus on the programs that I run out of my districts, not focus on how I am very much in tune with keeping my districts informed of what's going on in the government, like the meat and potatoes. Like, I get that they will ignore all that stuff. But in a time in which Black women specifically are under attack, and we all know what Malcolm X said about the Black woman, I just felt a way that there was a Black man who decided not to do any research and decided to more so comment on my stylistic approach, which I'm good with people disagreeing or whatever, but to use your platform in order to not only come for me, but consistently kind of have a track record of coming for Black women. I was just very disappointed in him. Like, that was just really disappointing from like a cultural standpoint.
All right, that was a lot to unpack, okay? First things first, shout out to Representative Jasmine Crockett. Okay. She officially piqued my interest. So for those of you who don't know, we've had political streams before. We try to stay away from politics because I don't want them to register my page as a political page, because then it turns into all of this mumble jumble and hootenanny. So we're going to do a stream one day, or maybe I'll do a quick video so you guys can actually understand who Jasmine Crockett is. And my best example of that, you guys can go look at my old stream, Trump and his inner circle, where we discussed everybody that was tapped for the cabinet, right? The presidential cabinet. And you can find out more information about those people. But Jasmine Crockett, you piqued my interest. So I'm going to do a video on you and figure out what it is that you push and how are you pushing these things out here in these streets, okay? Now, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, lot to unpack, right? Lot to unpack. Now, I understand where she's coming from, but my whole thing always is what it comes down to is the fact that, and like I said, this comes from a person, I love the hood, you know, I love the ghetto girls, you know, ghetto booties and all this kind of stuff. What they do in the hood, you know, swinging and all this kind of shit. I like all that, right? I like all that. Now, like I said, with Stephen A. Smith, and I'm not here to defend Stephen A. Smith, the problem is nobody wants to hold Black people accountable. Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up, please. You need to leave. Hey, shout out to all my ninjas. Ninjas, are you in here? Huh?
My nigga.
Hey, man, nobody wants to hold Black people accountable. And my whole thing is Black people don't want to hold Black people accountable. Now, I understand that we live in a whitewashed society. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Y'all can get this work too, okay? Don't be mad at your boy. But let me say, the reality of the situation is we live in a whitewashed society, right? So if we're all aware that we live in a whitewashed society, quote unquote, why are you surprised at Stephen A. Smith, who's trying to reach a certain pinnacle of success? And I'm sure you're aware of that pinnacle, which is him potentially running for the presidential cabinet, right? For being the commander in chief. I'm assuming though, and this is all allegedly, but we're aware that he's playing the corporate game, just like we're aware that you're playing the corporate game. Now, I understand the whole Black man versus Black woman thing, pitting ourselves against each other instead of working together. But the problem is, did you ever think that maybe he was trying to, you know, look out for you in terms of like, I guess, how you represent yourself, because how you represent yourself can determine how far you go when it comes to your political career. So like I said, if the highest level is president do you see yourself, Jasmine Crockett, as being president? Now, whether or not you do, it's fine. I'm just saying as an example, right? That's just an example. I understand where you're coming from too, but like I said, in the political game is a grimy game. I don't know why you guys thought otherwise. First off, it's all bullshit. But past the bullshit, it's a grimy game. So people are going to kind of throw shots at each other, whether or not you like it, because that's how you formulate or garner attention. Two, that's how you understand where people pick sides and do what they do. And we're going to play for you what Stephen A. Smith said before we get there. But here we go.
As it relates to his apology, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you that, like, I haven't paid attention whatsoever. I do feel like whatever took place was more so in response to the backlash.
So wait, let me stop you. So look, right there, you said that you didn't pay attention to his apology. So did you even listen to the apology? So you didn't pay attention, and that's okay that you didn't pay attention, right? I understand that, maybe you don't care. So if you don't care that much, why are you making it seem as if you did? And that's my whole thing, where it's like, okay, I understand that, you don't like how Stephen A. Smith doing this, but even when you say that, you're playing the political game too. So you're fighting fire with fire. Don't make it seem like, you wasn't doing anything but minding your business and Stephen A. Smith came for you. No, you're playing the political game, and Stephen A. Smith is trying to transfer over from sports into the political game. And shout out to everybody watching. Like I said, we can all disagree to agree. Y'all don't got to agree with me. That's just my personal opinion, right? So it's all good either way, because at the end of the day, I always stand behind the idea that black people are not monolithic in their thinking. And that's fine, but because we're not monolithic, and I'm aware that we're not monolithic, you guys can't convince me otherwise. So when it comes to whose side I'm not on Jasmine's side. I'm not on Stephen A's side. I'm on my side. Shout out to the core, Ninja. Yes, sir. And the reason why is because they're all pushing an agenda. Now, what's the agenda I'm pushing? I don't know yet, but they're specifically pushing an agenda, and you can see based off of the things that they say. Here we go.
It's kind of like, all right, so if you hadn't gotten smoke, like, would you have done it? It's done. We're moving on. And I just got to say that I appreciate and love the people, because people that follow me pay attention and they know the things that I'm doing. They understand why I am pushing back on Trump. They understand that Trump is the big threat, not how I talk, but what he's doing, the thing.
But even when you say that, like I said, you're pushing an agenda and you're fighting fire with fire. You're making it seem as if you don't really care. Shout out to the people that love you, but at the same time, you do care. And like I said, you're trying to make it seem as if you don't. But that's fine. Like I said, we're just having a discourse.
That are literally taking people's food out of their mouths, taking their jobs away from them, taking access to education away from them, taking access to capital, whether it's to buy a home or to start your business. Like, they understand that I'm not really the threat as a sitting House member. He is. And so I appreciate that people spoke out, and I didn't really need to say anything.
And the reason why she didn't need to say anything is, like I said, because she actually didn't care. Shout out to the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. The reality situation is, hold on, my bad, y'all. The reality situation is she actually didn't care, and that's why she didn't say anything. Because it's just food for fodder, right? It's food for thought. Let's see what the comments say. Comments say, ain't nothing like an educated and woke black woman. Stephen A is an Uncle Tom, and we can't be surprised about his actions. My whole thing is, there's a way to do things. I'm not necessarily saying Stephen A. Smith's way is the right way to do things, but when it comes to black men who want to play the political game, how are they supposed to play the political game? I'm always confused how everybody has their own set of rules, but when it comes to people of color, we have to abide by a certain set of rules that everybody creates in their head. And if we don't follow the rules that are created in their head that we don't know about, we're doing the wrong thing. I call that clown shit. And the reason why I call that clown shit, my perfect example, and I know a lot of y'all gonna get y'all panties in a wad, the street gang. Shout out to the streets and all the gang banging ninjas. You feel me? Shout out to all of y'all. Like I said, when it comes to street code and street politics, bro, everybody has their own idea in their head of the street code and street politics. And if I don't follow the idea that you have in your head that you didn't tell me about, and I didn't play by your rules, I'm not keeping it real, right, brother? I'm not keeping it real, or I'm not, my bad. I thought that looked funny. Sorry. But I'm not keeping it real, because I'm not keeping it real. Now I'm a rat, and now niggas trying to do me in and trying to do me dirty. I mean, come on, bro. So yeah, when it comes to that bullshit, that's why I don't listen. When y'all be calling Stephen A. Smith and Uncle Tom, it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it, but y'all understand he's around. Like, do y'all see the people he's around? Is he supposed to be blackity, black to prove a point? We already know he's black. Look at him. It don't matter what he say. We already know he's playing a corporate game. It's like he's playing a game trying to become a billionaire. I mean, how are you gonna portray yourself? You feel me? So I mean, I don't know. It's different folks for different strokes for different folks, but everybody's not the same. Everybody didn't come from the hood. Everybody who was in the hood and came from a struggle doesn't necessarily act hood or act ghetto or, you know, have speaking Ebonics, have a certain kind of slang or twang to the way they speak. It just is what it is. What else did they say? She's so pretty. Her attitude makes her more attractive. Let me see. She's so beautiful. Stephen A. wasn't wrong. These days, you can't even call out bad behavior from some black woman. And this is a black woman. Her name is Brianna Shade. My bad, Brianna. I ain't mean to put you out there. But this is her comment. Stephen A. wasn't wrong. These days, hold on. Is this thing on? Is my mic on? Are we in here? We're in here. Hello. We're in here. But yeah, she said Stephen A. wasn't wrong. These days, you can't even call out bad behavior from some black women or anyone in that category without people taking offense. That's the real issue. It's not that he dislikes black women. He just speaks the truth and calls out the nonsense, and some people can't handle that. Bars. I'm just happy. Hey. Listen, hey man, I'm just happy that other people can see it too. Cause I'm saying this as a dude. Look, guys, I was never a street ninja, right? I only started gravitating toward the street ninja life because people used to bully me for being smarter than them while being darker than them. Are y'all hearing me? Hold on, let me run this back. The people in my school used to bully me for being smarter than them. The same people that used to want to copy my homework every day, feel me, ask me for favors and all this shit. They used to bully me every day. No bullshit, because I was smart, intelligent, played multiple sports. I wasn't the best though, but I played multiple sports and I got good grades and did what my parents told me to do, right? So they want to bully me like I'm the bad guy. So like I said right here, here's the proof right here. Stephen A. wasn't wrong. These days, you can't even call out bad behavior from some black woman or anyone in that category without people taking offense. That's the real issue. It's not that he dislikes black women. He just speaks the truth and calls out nonsense. And some people can't handle that. Even my show, man, like I said, I used to come out here spitting the real, hot fire, spitting the real, like, oh, this, that, and whatever. Bro, people used to tweak on me, right? They used to tweak on me for saying the truth. I don't even need to play Stephen A. Smith's part. Should I play it? I ain't even gonna play it, bro. There's no point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it because I said I would. Excuse me. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. Hold up. We gonna pull it up. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Let me see. Where is TikTok? TikTok. Boom. 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 Stephen A. Smith, Jasmine Crockett. And y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. This is what he said at first, and I'm going to tell you what he said when he apologized. So this is what he said at first. Here we go. Tell us what you think, people. It's okay. We can all disagree to agree. You won't get blocked from my show disagreeing with me. Just no Black Adam slander will be tolerated, okay? Because I'm the one doing the show. But like I said, you can say your piece. It's all good. You know, we can disagree to agree. I'm that type of dude. We don't have to agree because I've been around people in life that have been very disagreeable with me. So it is what it is. You know, you stay on your side of the fence. I stay on my side. You dig what I'm saying? Here we go. Hold up.
Crockett chooses to express herself. I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work.
Now let me stop it right there. Now, guys, Stephen A. Smith may come off agitated, but you guys do understand he's being performative, right? Like, are we clear on that? Let's just stop there. You guys do understand that he's being performative, right? Like, that's his job as a sports analysis. They make commentary and then they crack jokes and get all hyped about the jokes and shit like that. That's what they do. That's what he does. That's what he's good at doing. That's his job. You feel me? Here we go.
Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House.
Both.
But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency. Because like Joe Manchin said, he's there to represent, or was there for 15 years to represent the people of West Virginia.
There you go. Now, like I said, I don't necessarily, and shout out to President DJT. And shout out to my CIA and my FBI agent and Secret Service agents that are all watching me. Hello, I see you, even though you don't see me, or vice versa. Did that make sense?
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know about the whole working together part per se. Like, you don't have to work with somebody if you don't like them, right? I guess for the betterment of your people, sure, right? So your constituents, yeah, cool, whatever the case may have you. But if you don't want to work for somebody, you don't have to work with them. But that doesn't mean you have to slander them at every chance you get. Now, I don't know whether or not she was slandering him at every chance she got. I don't really pay attention to politics. I have my own personal beliefs about them because I have my own stuff I'm trying to do for me, right? When I get to that level, maybe. But here we go.
She's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas.
Shout out to Texas.
I don't know. Maybe that just sounds ignorant because it's so simple. But it ain't that damn complicated. We make it complicated.
And I guess when he said we, he meant black people. And I mean,
But what the hell, boy?
yeah, so I don't really know, I guess it was that beginning part.
How Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas?
So that little part right there, I guess, is what got everybody up in arms, which is why I call it clown shit. But besides the point, this is him apologizing right here. Fast forward. Here we go.
This is my show. I will say what I feel and I will do what I want. It doesn't mean I'm going to be insensitive. It doesn't mean that I don't care about our community. A matter of fact, most of the trouble I get in is because I care about our community. I apologize.
Oh.
Because I respect the hell out of Jasmine Crockett and what she has accomplished.
Oh, and she said she didn't even hear it. So, I mean, hey, that was a waste of time. Not to say it like that, but I guess, I don't know.
I absolutely do. I can look Jasmine Crockett in the face and say, I'm sorry for any kind of noise I caused in your direction.
What?
Because she is accomplished and she is smart and she does have an incredible challenge working in this political climate on Capitol Hill.
Facts.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
And when Trump came at her like that, I said, damn it. I was pissed off.
Yeah, be pissed.
This is my show.
All right, so that's what he had to say. I mean, like I said, she said she ain't hear it. All I know is what it comes down to, bro. Black people ain't monolithic in they thinking, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Let me see.